Back at Mile High Stadium in Denver, Colorado. The final game of this series, the Phillies and the Colorado Rockies. Phillies with comeback wins over the Rockies in the first two games of this series. Fans still coming to the park. This morning was just beautiful here. Temperature in the high 50s under sunshiny skies. Then we had a brief shower here about an hour before game time. No rain at this moment, so hopefully we'll have no problem getting the game in. Jim Fregosi looking at the umpires as they make their way toward home plate.
They're taking their time. Game's supposed to start at 3:05.
Don Zimmer is going to bring out the Colorado Rockies lineup this afternoon, and Jim Fregosi, the Phillies. Maybe Don Baylor is trying to change things up here a little bit. He took the lineup card out in the first two games, and the Rockies lost them both. And the Bills will be winging from here to Cincinnati. Surprisingly, when we saw the snow on opening day Monday, and they do get some rain here occasionally and some snow. Last year, they had only one game canceled because of weather in this ballpark, and that was a snow out. They had a few rain delays, but only one game was postponed.
Well, most of the weather comes over those Rockies. That's where it's coming from today. The winds are down 6 miles an hour, kind of blowing in, but that can be deceiving because it seems like the ball carries here no matter how the wind's blowing. That's blowing across field right there from right to left. Howard Johnson out of the lineup today after a pretty rocky start. He struck out 6 times in a row now.
Don Baylor giving him the day off, and we'll play him again tomorrow night, just not wanting him to get mired into a big time slump. Rockies have taken the field, and Jim Fregosi's lineup this afternoon for the Phils will have Lenny Dykstra, center fielder, leading off. Mariano Duncan at second base bats second. Ricky Jordan, the first baseman, hitting third. Dave Hollins, third base, bats fourth. Darren Dalton catching, hitting fifth. Pete Incaviglia in left field will bat sixth. Jim Eisenreich, the right fielder, hitting seventh. Kevin Stocker at shortstop bats eighth, and batting ninth and pitching Tommy Green. That lineup is facing G.W. Harris.
30-year-older, 11-17 last year as a starter for San Diego. He joined this club late in the season. He's capable of pitching a pretty good ball game if he gets that breaking ball over.
Defensively behind Harris, Charlie Hayes at third base, Walt Weiss at shortstop, Roberto Mejia at second base, and Andres Galarraga at first. Joe Girardi doing the catching. In the outfield, Mike Kingery is in left field today. Ellis Burks in center, and Dante Bichette will be in right. Umpires for this afternoon's game: Tom Hallion calls the balls and strikes. Jerry Lane at first base, Paul Runge at second, and Dana DeMuth will umpire at third. It's 333 down the left field line. The ball really carries the left and left center. It's a long poke to right. 370 down that right field line. You have to clear a high fence to get it out of the park in right field. And dead center, it's 423. Ellis Burks tried an inside the park home run last night, hitting it off the screen above that 423 mark. And thanks to a good relay by Stocker and a great block at the plate by Dalton, Burks was out at the plate. But it was a gamble. Not really. It took a great play by Stocker and Dalton, and it was a gamble that I would have made, and I think everybody agrees that Don Zimmer did the right thing.
That's why you practice those relay throws in spring training. They work hard on that.
Lenny Dykstra leads it off. Dude off to a good start, hitting 429, tied for the league lead in walks and in runs scored. 5 runs scored and 4 walks. Lifetime against Harris, he's a .276 hitter, including a home run. 2 quick strikes to Lenny Dykstra.
Dykstra thought that pitch broke down in there a little low. He throws a big curve. Sometimes it fools the hitter, sometimes it fools the umpire.
His best pitch is a big sweeping curveball. Wow, Dykstra's called out on strikes on 3 pitches, and he's not at all happy with Tom Hallion.
That pitch was outside, as you'll probably see. Look at it. Where he caught that ball. That's only about 4 or 5 inches off the plate.
Might have been a little bit low, too. So 1 down. It'll bring on Mariano Duncan. Duncan hitting .364 in the early going. One ball and no strikes to Duncan. One. Harris last year was 10-9 for San Diego and 1-8 for Colorado. He did not pitch well when he came over to Colorado. Deep shortstop Weiss gets Duncan by his stride. That's 2 down. Greg Harris came from San Diego along with Bruce Hurst in a deal that sent Andy Ashby, Doug Bockler, and catcher Brad Ausmus to San Diego. And again, been getting tired at the end of last year when he pitched for the Rockies because he worked 225 innings, by far the most he has pitched in a season in his career. Padres used him as a closer for a while. Lifetime against the Phillies, 3-5 with 2 saves. 1 strike to Ricky Jordan. Missing with a curveball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Birthday wishes today to Skip Memory Lane Clayton. The lane. 2 balls and a strike to Ricky Jordan. Maggie Lackus in Strasburg, Pennsylvania, celebrating a birthday. Down the right field foul line, Bichette will not be able to get it. Lands in the Rockies bullpen. It back, still 2-2. And Terry Mulholland in his debut with the New York Yankees will not have to complain about support. All they got for him today was 18 runs. Yankees beat Texas 18-6. Still 2-2 to Ricky Jordan. Boston beat Detroit 9-6 and Minnesota over California 7-4 in the American League. Atlanta 4-0 over San Diego in the early going. Braves trying to complete a 4-game sweep over those Padres. On the ground, the Galarraga juggles, recovers, makes the play himself, and the Phillies are down and 10 in the first. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. At the end of 1/2, Phil's nothing. Colorado coming to bat.
I want the truth, not a song and dance. I want better, not more expensive. I want a car I can afford and like. Hey, I just want my money's worth. Okay, actually, I want more than my money's worth.
Shopping. 9 out of 10 use it. All aboard.
Atlantic Yellow Pages.
It's the first business person special of the season. Compliments of Mellon PSFS. Tuesday, April 19th at 1:05 when the Phillies demolish, demoralize, and dismantle the Dodgers. Midweek, midday, April fun of the sun. Call 463-1000.
Don Baylor's lineup for the Colorado Rockies this afternoon. Walt Wise, the shortstop, will lead it off. Joe Girardi, who has torn up Phillies pitching in this series, catching, hitting second. Dante Bichette, the right fielder, will hit third. Andres Galarraga, first baseman, bats fourth. Charlie Hayes, third baseman, hitting fifth. Ellis Burke, center fielder, bats sixth. Mike Kingery will be in left field today. He'll hit seventh. Roberto Mejia, the second baseman, bats eighth and batting ninth and pitching. Greg Harris, that lineup is facing Tommy Green.
Tommy won 16 last year, only lost 4 for the Phillies. He was one of the Phillies pitchers who had a good spring training. I guess of the starters, Ben Rivera would be the other one. Tommy celebrated his 27th birthday yesterday.
Defensively behind Green, Dave Hollins at third base, Kevin Stocker shortstop, Mariano Duncan at second, and Ricky Jordan at first. Darren Dalton catching in the outfield, Pete Incaviglia in left, Lenny Dykstra in center, and Jim Eisenreich in right. Walt Weiss leads it off, the switch hitting shortstop, 3 for 10 in the early going this season. One strike to Weiss. Breaking ball for a called strike. Tommy Green lifetime against Colorado, 2-0, 2.32 ERA. Ground ball hit to Mariano Duncan. Weiss retired, one down. That'll bring up Joe Girardi. Joe Girardi is the leading hitter in the National League, 6 for 7, batting a lusty .857. He has always hurt the Phillies. Lifetime against the Phillies, Girardi is a .363 hitter.
He has a base hit every time he's hit the ball this year. The only time the Phillies got him out, they struck him out.
Breaking ball for a strike. Tom Hallion, the plate umpire, has been known as kind of a hitter's umpire, but today he is calling strikes. 1 ball and 1 strike. Good breaking ball by Tommy Green. As Rich mentioned, Tommy had a good spring. He was 2-0, a 3.24 ERA. Tommy hardly ever loses. 16-4 his record last year. 36-19 lifetime. Struck him out with a breaking ball. 2 quick outs, and that'll bring on Dante Bichette. Bob Gebhardt, general manager of this Colorado Rocky team, in the booth next to us.
He sees every game, including the road. He travels with the team.
Dante hitting .375, hit 2 home runs in last night's game, 1 to right and 1 to left. He balls and no strikes to Bichette. Inside with a fastball, 3-0. him on 4 pitches. Bichette is a 2-out base runner. It will bring up Andres Galarraga. Galarraga's hitting .400, 1 home run, 3 RBIs. Lifetime against Tommy Green, a .389 hitter with a home run. He accounted for the only run against Tommy in an 18-1 win here last year. That game, Green also hit a home run off Lance Painter.
Oh, baby.
1-0 to Galarraga. Laid off the high fastball, 6 straight pitches out of the strike zone after retiring the first 2 batters. 2 balls and no strikes to the big cat. Galarraga won the National League batting crown last year with a .370 average. On the inside corner for a strike, it's 2-1.
Don Baylor, who besides being manager was hitting coach, opened up that stance of Galarraga's, put that front leg out there open, and he just kind of wheels into the ball. He turns into the ball.
High pop fly into center field. Lenny Dykstra is there. And that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. At the end of 1, it's 0-0.
Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
Lean on number 1, Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield.
There it is.
The bus. The new feel of basketball, running, and cross-training shoes. No matter where you look, they're only at Foot Locker. Yes, got it! Hey, not the Phil Bush. Awesome! The new feel of running, cross-training, and basketball shoes. No matter where you see them, you'll only get them at Foot Locker. Hope the pet store's hiring.
It's time to catch spring fever at Napa, the place more people rely on to keep their vehicles running and to help them save. Get Autolite or Champion resistor spark plugs, your choice just 69 cents. A Napa Lawn and Garden battery is just $19.99 with exchange. Spring is the perfect time for this handy 8-piece cooler combo, just $18.99. So spring into your nearest Napa Auto Parts store today and catch the fever.
After 1 inning of play, it's the Phils 0 and Colorado 0. Upcoming telecasts of Phillies baseball include tomorrow night's game with the Reds from Riverfront Stadium and Saturday afternoon's game at 2. Both games can be seen right here on the Phillies television network. Dave Hollins leads it off for the Phils. Hollins hitting at .222 in the early going, batting left here against Greg Harris. One ball and no strikes to Hollins. Missing low. It's 2-0. Three balls and no strikes. The old automatic.
Yeah, that was
3-1.
pretty low.
Hollins is aboard with a walk. Phillies led the league in walks last year as a team and became the only team in National League history with 3 hitters to collect 100 or more walks, and they're off to the same type start this year. Phillies will take bases on balls and get runners on base.
They probably had 4 100 walk hitters if Hollins had not have been hurt.
Right. Darren Dalton, John Kruk, and Lenny Dykstra all walked over 100 times. Phillies already lead the league in walks with 18 of them now. 1 ball and no strikes to Darren Dalton. Dutch is 1 for 7 in the early going this year. Missing 2-0.
You see Joe Girardi setting up outside part of the plate, and Harris is just going too far out. Girardi will get in towards the middle of that plate a little more now.
Just caught the outside corner. 2-1 the count to Dalton. He's high with it. 3-1.
Come on, kid.
Hit into right field. Just fair down the right field line. Dave Hollins is being held at third base. And Dalton rolls into second with a double. And the Phillies have runners at second and third. Nobody out.
Bichette plays so deep out there. Of course, he wouldn't have caught this ball anyway. It was a line drive. Dalton went outside to get that pitch and pull it.
And Colorado is going to bring their infield in with the runners at second and third and nobody out.
Usually don't do that in the second inning. Incaviglia was out for early hitting this morning with the batting coach, Dennis Menke. He feels that he's trying to pull everything over that short fence and left.
Misses the curveball. 1 strike to Incaviglia. He's 1 for 5 so far this season. Lifetime against Harris, just 1 out of 8. Milt Thompson also does not have good numbers against Harris. Missing with a curveball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Base hit left center field. 2 runs will score. And the Phils jump to a 2-0 lead here in the second on a 2-run single by Pete Incaviglia.
Infield in. Weiss might have been able to get that ball had they been back. Doubtful, but because they play Incaviglia to pull, but still nobody out.
Brings up Jim Eisenreich. Eis is 2 for 9. Game-winning hit last night. Fouls it out of play. Lifetime Eisenreich is 3 for 6 against G.W. Harris. Fly ball into right right center field. It's well hit. Bichette is back. This ball one hopping off the fence. Incaviglia being waved around. Eisenreich is being held at third with a triple. And the Phils now lead at 3-0 here in the second inning. Boy, that ball really carried.
It was unbelievable. It fooled Incaviglia, and Eisenreich was running right up his back. And it bounced high in the air when it got out there. Bichette started in, went back, went to reach it anyway, I don't think. See, it bounces off the bottom of that fence.
Larry Bernard, the pitching coach, pays a trip to the mound. Still nobody out in the inning. 3 runs are in, and the batter is Kevin Stocker. And once again, the Rockies will bring the infield in with a runner at third and nobody out.
Home right there. Come on, Hart.
One ball and no strikes to Stocker. Kevin's 1 for 6 so far in the young season. Two and nothing. Team will be winging out right after this game for Queen City, Cincinnati. Open a weekend series with the Reds. Seems like we've been here in Denver about a month.
Yeah, long time. 5 days.
Hit fouled on the left field side. 2-1 the count to Kevin Stocker.
Set my all-time record for incidentals here in this city.
Few hundred.
254. All room service.
Foul tip, and it's 2-2. There's another base hit. Coming in to score, Eisenreich, and the Phillies now lead at 4-0. Still nobody out here in the second.
Started out with that base on balls to Hollins. Don Baylor must really die when he sees those walks. It seems like the Rockies club has been hurt by walks. The 4 straight hits after that.
Here's Tommy Green, who's up there to bunt and bunts it foul. 1 strike to Green, who's a good hitting pitcher. 217 his lifetime average with 4 home runs. Looking down longingly at Larry Boa, hoping that the bunt is off. Tommy likes to swing the bat. It's still on, though, and he bunts it right out in front of the plate. Throw to second, out there. Throw to first. Double play. So Green bunts into a 2-6-3 double play.
Girardi took a chance on that force at second. He got it just barely, and once they made that play, Green doesn't run that well. No hesitation. I'm not so sure he was out. He was out at first.
2 outs and no base runners, and that'll bring up Lenny Dykstra. Dude was called out on strikes his first time up.
Notice that the league president, Leonard Coleman, got permission from both leagues to replay close plays on the board.
Loop down the left field line. Kingery a long run. Couldn't quite catch up to it. Good effort in foul ground by Mike Kingery.
I'm surprised. I'll be surprised if the umpires union agrees to that. Good try by Mike Kingery, but he just couldn't catch up to it.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Phillies and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of the Phillies. 0-2 to Dykstra. Missing with a curveball, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fouls at first base side. Him out. So Dykstra has struck out twice in 2 innings. But the Phillies put 4 on the board. They do it with 4 hits, no errors, and nobody left. We go to the bottom of the second. It's 4-0 Phils.
After 16 years of marriage,
It's procreated, and now we can die.
Woody Allen went looking for a little excitement.
I had an affair.
Now, Bette Midler
Is this your first affair?
is giving him more excitement
2, yes, and there were one night it's both. 3, actually, if you count the hooker in Dallas.
than he ever bargained for.
I'll tell you, I feel 100% better.
Bette
Did she do tricks in bed?
No.
and Woody.
Yes, actually, she did.
Scenes from a mall.
Tonight on PHL 17.
The Phillies play the Colorado Rockies in the home opener Monday, April 11th at 2:05 when all fans receive a free schedule magnet. Then again Wednesday, April 13th and Thursday the 14th at 7:35. A few new faces join the same group of gutsy, gritty gamers who gave you so much excitement, so many thrills in 93. Come back for more in 94. Reserve your tickets in advance. Call 463-1000. 463-1000 now.
Introducing the new 1995 Lexus Coupe. After all, you only go around once.
On the next Empty Nest,
Do you think we could talk about sex like 2 adults?
Carol needs Harry's advice.
Saturday.
You're watching Philadelphia's movie station, PHL 17.
Well, the Phils will open at Veterans Stadium on Monday afternoon against these Colorado Rockies. 2:05. Special day for celebration. Compliments of Pennsylvania's new 610 area code. That game has been sold out, but there's lots of action in remaining games of the homestand as Charlie Hayes hits one to Dave Hollins. And Hayes is retired, 1 down. Photo ball day is April 16th against Cincinnati, a brand new giveaway added for youngsters. NL Championship ring keychain day April 17th, and our first business person special against the Dodgers April 19th. For tickets, call 463-1000. Here's Ellis Burks. He's hitting .429 in the early going. Picked up as a free agent by the Rockies from the Chicago White Sox. 1 ball and no strikes. He was an original first-round pick of the Boston Red Sox. Doing nothing to Ellis Burks.
This fellow's strong. He hit that center field screen last night.
Yeah.
And the home run he hit was way out there in left center.
Two and one to Burks. Three balls and a strike. Beats it foul. It's a full count. Tommy Green was the National League Pitcher of the Month for the month of May last year when he went 5-0. Struck him out. Second strikeout for Tita Green. 2 down here in the second. That'll bring on Mike Kingery.
High fastball, and he just threw this pitch right on by.
Tommy did have a little mustard on that. He felt like he did not have a good fastball all spring. He said he didn't feel like he had his legs under him for a good fastball, but he threw a good one there. Here's Kingery, a veteran player, 33 years of age. Non-roster invitee who won a spot on this team. Has played in the major leagues for Kansas City, Seattle, San Francisco, and Oakland. Spent all of last year at Omaha, where he had 263. Good breaking ball, 1-2. Played off the breaking ball, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Got him with a breaking ball, 3 strikeouts for Tommy Green. No runs hit there as a none left after 2, 4-0 Philly.
On April 22nd, somewhere in the desert, nuclear arms are going to be tested. Budweiser presents Evander Holyfield, heavyweight champion versus Michael Moorer, the #1 contender. Live from Caesar's Palace, only on pay-per-view. Call your local cable operator to order. Find a television and take shelter.
Taking a look at the weather, we've got a high pressure system
sitting right here.
And that is bringing us nothing but clear skies and oh, Mr. Sunshine.
Is it just us, or are weathermen really only guessing?
But hold on.
It's gonna get better.
Clear as a bell. Not a cloud in the sky.
That's why we make the Isuzu Trooper, because life's an adventure. Be prepared.
My prediction, it's gonna rain. Trust me.
Isuzu, practically amazing.
Bill Snodgrass is out there, yet his dog sled tours are off and running.
Hi, this is Bill from Washakie Outfitting.
He relies on AT&T to connect with his customers. The most reliable long-distance service is his AT&T Business Advantage. You see, where Bill does business, dependable long-distance service is a matter of survival.
AT&T works for me.
Let AT&T work for you.
All fans 14 and under receive a free photo ball baseball featuring different National League champion Philly players, compliments of Burger King, when the Phillies rip-roar against the Cincinnati Reds. Saturday, April 16th, 7:05. For tickets, call 463-1000.
Well, we understand we're having some video problems from Mile High Stadium here in Denver. We do have audio, so we'll continue with the audio broadcast and hope to get the video problems solved as soon as possible as Mariano Duncan leads off for the Phils. Duncan grounded out his first time up. 1 ball and 1 strike to him. He'll be followed by Ricky Jordan, then Dave Hollins. Phillies lead 4-0. Curveball hit in the hole, backhanded by Walt Weiss. A long throw and just in time to get Duncan on a bang-bang play. Good play by Walt Weiss.
Yeah, backhanded deep in the hole. He's a good shortstop. Just got him by about a half a stride.
That brings up Ricky Jordan. He grounded out to Andres Galarraga his first time up, and he hits a ground ball to Walt Weiss. He gobbles it up and throws Jordan out. 2 quick outs for G.W. Harris here in the third. It'll bring on Dave Hollins. Hollins walked and scored a run his first time up. Those Reading Phils will open their season tonight at Reading. And beginning tomorrow night, Reading will have a pretty good ball player playing at first base for them.
The Crucker.
That's correct. John Kruk.
He's down there to play. If the conditions are right, if it rains or something, he'll be playing full ball game.
Depending on how he does following the radiation treatments as Hollins slaps the base hit to center field. Kruk does well and feels strong, and very possibly he could be activated on the home opener on Monday. Whether he's active or not, it'll be great to see Crucker in the clubhouse. Darren Dalton doubled his first time up. One ball and no strikes to Dalton. Bills lead 4-0. We're in the third. Just missed with the curveball. 2-0. Off the low curveball.
I'd give him a green light here. It's a long poke into right field. The ball carries, and if he nails one, he could do some damage.
He looked like he was ready to hit. He might have had a green light there, but that pitch was on the outside corner at the knees. Not a good 3-0 pitch to swing at, so he laid off it. Dave Hollins at first base with 2 down. We're playing in the third inning. Again on the outside corner, it's a full count.
Probably a little off the outside corner. Not very far, but a couple inches.
Fouls off the 3-2 pitch. Hollins will come back to first base with 2 outs.
I think Harris would be a little leery of pitching him outside all the time because of that screen in left field. Dalton hit a home run here last year in the left field.
He popped him up. In the infield, playable. Who wants it? Well, Weiss, the shortstop, takes charge, and that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the third. Phillies 4, Colorado 0.
It's pretty safe to say that nobody's going to award us the Nobel Prize for designing a filtering system for Sunoco gasoline. But what this filter does is keep the tiny particles that can find their way into gasoline from finding their way into your engine. We've been told we're a tad on the obsessive side. Tell that to the guy on the side of the road with a clogged fuel line.
There's a new kind of energy around here. An energy company that's doing everything it can to help protect your air and your rivers. In fact, it's one of the few in the country that already exceeds those tough new clean air standards and won't have to spend a lot of money on new equipment to help preserve your environment. They planned ahead. There's a new energy company around here and a new name. Pico Energy, focusing our energies on you.
Any mulching mower can chop up grass. But the Honda Harmony lawnmower has an exclusive twin blade that cuts grass into fine particles and returns them to your lawn as fertilizer. There's no need to bag or dump clippings. and you get a better end result. The Honda Harmony Mulching Mower. Nothing's easier. For a free video, call 1-800-MULCH-21.
Good afternoon. I'm Neil Hartman in our PHL 17 studios. We are still experiencing difficulty getting our feed from Denver's Mile High Stadium. We hope to get the video portion back momentarily. In the meantime, let me tell you that San Diego has taken a 6-4 lead on Atlanta in the 6th in the American League. Final scores: Minnesota over California 7-4. Terry Mulholland picks up his first win. 19 Yankee hits, 18-6 over Texas. Boston over Detroit 9-6. Seattle, Cleveland, Oakland, Milwaukee later on this evening. And again, we're working on our video portion from Mile High Stadium. Let's send it back to Harry Callis.
Thank you, Neil. Roberto Mejia leads off for the Rockies here at the bottom of the third. Mejia hitting at .333. Strike to Mejia. I think this little guy is going to become a really good player. He's only 21 years old. 22 later this month. The Dodgers in the expansion draft.
Don Zimmer thinks he can be an all-star second baseman someday.
Hit on the ground to Hollins at third. Pulled Jordan off the bag, and then Jordan did not make the tag, and Jordan's not happy with the call. It'll be an error on Dave Hollins.
Second time that's happened. They had a tag play last night that Jordan complained on, and he doesn't complain much. Hollins guns that ball, but don't always know where it's going. Jordan
tagged him.
Got him,
tagged him on the back.
Didn't get the call.
Brings up Greg Harris. Harris, the pitcher, will be up there to bunt undoubtedly. He's a lifetime 103 hitter. He's around to bunt, and he takes it up and in for a ball, 1-0. Thanks for your patience. We understand we have the video back of our telecast. 4-0 Phillies. At first base is Roberto Mejia. 1-0 to count to Greg Harris. Runner breaking on a hit and run. Dalton's throw, and he's out at second base. Good throw, Dalton to Stocker. So Mejia thrown out on a strong throw by Darren Dalton.
Great tag by Stocker also. Getting him way up there before he reached the bag. Tagging him on the body.
Made sure he pounded the back. With the calls the Phillies have been getting here on swipe tags, they pound them in the back, make sure they see that tag.
Harris bunted that ball also that was in the dirt. You wonder why they would do that stuff. I think somebody must have missed a sign or was trailing by 4 runs in this ballpark.
Did bunted that ball. Is it count 2-2 or is it 3-1?
It's 3-1, but he did.
That's right, 3-1.
Yeah, he missed. He's missed every pitch really, but he bunted at the second one.
Walked the pitcher, Greg Harris. Second walk given up by Green, and that will bring up the top of the order, Walt Weiss. Weiss grounded out his first time up. Darren Dalton having a word with Tommy Green. Jim Fregosi and Johnny Padres looking on.
Johnny Padres looks like a grump. But he isn't.
Oh, he's delightful.
He's a great guy.
He's a delightful man.
But he sits there in that dugout. You think he was Ebenezer Scrooge.
Oh, he's a delightful man. One strike to Walt Weiss. Breaking ball, 0-2 to Weiss. Pitching matchups at Cincinnati. Ben Rivera will go tomorrow night against Jose Rijo. Saturday afternoon it'll be Kurt Schilling and John Smiley, and on Sunday Jeff Juden will get his first Phillies start against Eric Hansen. In the dirt, 1-2 to Weiss. It's Jeff Juden. Won that 5th spot in the starting rotation. Weiss called out on strike. Strikeout number 4 for Tita Green. 2 down here in the 3rd. It'll bring on Joe Girardi. Joe Girardi struck out his first time up, takes one low. Good breaking ball. 1 ball and 1 strike to Girardi.
Green all of a sudden has gone to his breaking pitch, thrown 6 of them in a row.
Hit on the ground to Kevin Stocker. Stocker to Duncan for the force at second, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 man left. Chris Wheeler joins Rich Ashford in the 4th inning after 3. Phillies lead 4-0.
Classic television. Hogan's Heroes.
Green Acres.
Arnold Ziffer. Who played him?
Nobody. He was the pig.
Remember Family Affair?
Mr. French. I loved him.
Hey.
He's attractive.
Pete, Link, Julie. Okay, Ginger or Mary Ann?
Ginger was a bimbo.
Mary Ann.
You already know what kind of car you want. And you know exactly how you want it equipped. And all you've been waiting for is an amazingly affordable lease. So what else do you need to know? Oh yeah, how about where to get one? Get to know Geo Prism today, right around the corner at your Chevrolet Geo dealers.
Meet Bo and Abe, just 2 average teens from the planet Crouton. An insatiable appetite for fun, females, and food.
My brother and I were arrested for eating 75 gallons of ice cream.
These boys are bound to make you laugh.
You tell them we accept the challenge.
Do you guys take anything seriously?
Food, women. Women with food, naked women without food.
Hi, hello, how are you?
They came from outer space. Weeknights at 5, beginning April 18th on PHL 17.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Budweiser. Beechwood aged for crisp, clean, classic taste. Pico Energy. There's a new kind of energy around here, Pico Energy. And by AT&T Business Advantage, let it work for you. Pete Incaviglia leads it off. He had a 2-run single his first time up and scored a run. Incaviglia, Eisenreich, and Stocker to face Greg Harris. Way up in the air, left field, or shallow left field. Kingery puts it away, 1 down. That looked like a hanger that he got under. Our trivia question is brought to you by Dodge. Major League Baseball and its 28 clubs are celebrating the 125th anniversary of professional baseball during this '94 season. What was the name of the first professional team formed in 1869?
You asking me that?
I guess.
Have a half inning to sit on it, though, right?
Well, yeah, I think you can handle that. When Eisenreich up there, 2-strike count. Eisenreich tripled off the right field fence his first at bat. Close. 2-2 the count. He knocked in a run and scored a run.
But for a second, as if he might circle on that triple that he hit, but with nobody out, Boa held him up.
Got him there. The third strikeout for Greg Harris. Saturday, April 16th, 7:05 at Veterans Stadium when the Phillies play the Reds. It's photo ball. It's a 7:05 start. Photo balls featuring various Phillies players for all children 14 and under. A new exciting keepsake for all young fans. Compliments of Burger King. Stocker tries the bunt but fouls it. You can reserve your tickets by calling 463-1000 or stop by any one of the many local Ticketmaster outlets. That's Saturday, April 16th, 7:05 start against the Cincinnati Reds. Photo ball night.
Stocker trying to bunt on that first pitch is just a continuing education of him as an 8-hole hitter, and he's getting better and better at it. 2 outs, nobody on base. He's trying to bunt there, get a base hit, and get the pitcher out of the way.
He singled his first time up and knocked in a run. The ball and 2 strikes on Stocker.
Stocker will tell you he learned something every day about that 8-hole and what he's supposed to do to try and help turn the lineup over as many times as possible.
One bouncer at Weiss. Got him. Post play. Phillies out in order here in the 4th. Rockies coming to bat. Phil's lead 4-0.
Hey, Phillies fans, how would you like to win the hottest ticket in town? We've got 4 opening day tickets to a special VIP section at the Vet, and we want to give them to you. Just watch the double shot of Married with Children every weeknight at 6:30 and 7 for your chance to win a Phillies prize bundle. Each of the 10 winners then qualifies to win tickets to the home opener versus the Colorado Rockies on Monday, April 11th at 2:05. It's as simple as that, so call in and win from PHL 17, the home of the National League champion Phillies.
You can't use a mobile phone to tell your boss you're running late.
You said 2:45, right?
To tell your client you're stuck in traffic.
What, where is he?
Or tell your wife your car's broken down.
Temperature dropping rapidly towards this evening. The showers...
Unless...
Hello?
The call goes through. A mobile phone is only as good as the system it's on. Choose Bell Atlantic Mobile.
Perfect job.
Here we go.
The new Fila cross-training, running, and basketball shoes. You can look everywhere, but you'll only find them at Foot Locker.
Excellent. Hey, not the billboard. Awesome.
The new Fila running, cross-training, and basketball shoes. No matter where you see them, you'll only get them at Foot Locker.
This must be a conspiracy.
Sunday, April 17th, a 1:35 game against Cincinnati. It's championship ring keychain day, a spectacular free keychain with a replica of the '93 National League championship ring on it. And it's free for all children 14 and under, compliments of Subway. Call 463-1000 to order your tickets or stop by a local Ticketmaster outlet. That's Championship Ring Keychain Day, Sunday, April 17th. A 1:35 start against Cincinnati. Bottom of the 4th, Bichette, Galarraga, and Hayes to face Tommy Green. Rockies don't have a hit yet. They do have a walk and reach base on an error. Ball 1 to Bichette. He's hitting at .375. He had a couple of home runs last night. He walked his first time up. really out of that, bats out of that crouch. There's a strike.
This guy wants the ball away too, and he hits it the opposite field. You're going to shade him towards right center. If you throw him something off speed, you might speed his bat up and he'll pull the ball the way he did last night off of Danny Jackson breaking ball.
Time called. Tommy Green was 27 years old yesterday. Phillies lead here 4-0.
Says he hopes to celebrate his birthday on the plane tonight on the way to Cincinnati with a victory.
Hit into the air in center field. Dykstra going, still going, still going. Whoa!
This place is amazing.
Right against the center field wall.
I mean, it just keeps going and going. The ball, you can't believe the way it carries here. I mean, Bichette is a strong man, and he hits this ball well. No doubt about it. Fastball right where he likes it, but it keeps. Lenny thought he had it 3 or 4 times, and it kept drifting, and he finally got it. He never did find the wall.
A long out. Galarraga, the batter, he flied out to center field his first at bat. Just inside a ball. Balls here like that goofy rabbit on television.
That bunny.
Yeah,
the Energizer. Keeps going, huh?
Going and going and going.
Well, if you're a hitter and you hit the ball in the air, you gotta love the play here.
2-0 on Galarraga. Hitting .364. He nailed that one too. I don't think anybody will get it, will they? Nope. Out of here. Home run, Galarraga.
See Tommy Green's face. That was just a pop-up. Just kept going and going. Fly ball out anywhere except here.
Funny, Dykstra signaled that he was going to catch the ball.
Oh, yeah, because he could see it off the bat that he had it all the way, but it just kept going.
First hit and first run for Colorado.
Now what you have to do is just shake that off. Galarraga just hits a high fly ball that goes out of this place. And you know, Tommy Green has to just say, all right, I know what just happened. That's a fly ball out any other place. I made a good pitch. Happened to be a home run here.
Charlie Hayes had his pants up, pulled up his first at bat. He's put them back down around the ankles. He grounded out in the second inning. Charlie's not hitting much in the early going. 0-91.
You can do it, Charlie.
That's an example of what we just talked about. If you hit the ball in the air, you gotta love playing here.
Strike one on Hayes.
Way to watch.
Missed. 1-1. That ball was hit 408 feet by Galarraga, according to the tail of the tape. Check swing, grounder to Stocker. And they got Charlie Hayes.
To check that tape.
Maybe the tape carries too.
Yeah, really.
Well, that's quite a ways out there, Wheels. They're
I guess.
deep left center field. Business person special number 1 coming up Tuesday, April 19th. It's a 1:05 start this year when the Phillies take on the Dodgers. It's the first of 6 of those business person specials. Here's Ellis Burks, who struck out his first time up. Tommy Lasorda and the Dodgers will be in Tuesday, April 19th, 1:05, in the first business person special. It's always a good day.
Yeah, we're going to play them at 1:05 this year too. They've been played at 12:35 since their inception. This year the business person specials, remember, start at 1:05.
2-0 on Burks. Now it's 2-1. 4-1 Phillies lead. We're in the bottom of the 4th.
You can do it, Bert. You can do it, baby.
Good pitch, a little slider.
Flags. Excuse me, those flags are blowing straight out to left field too right now. Maybe the wind's helping the ball a little bit, although it's hard to tell here because it kind of swirls.
Uh-oh. That's gone. Another home run. Got that ball up and in a little bit on Burks, and he took it out of the ballpark. It's now a 4-2 ball game. As Burks gets his second home run of the year.
Heard some of the Phillies pitchers call this a penitentiary for pitchers, this place. If you make any kind of a mistake, as you just said, that ball was up a little bit, maybe in, you're looking for trouble for somebody can hit the ball in the air and drive it. And Burks is going to love playing here, too. Johnny Padres is out talking to Tommy right now as he threw that ball middle in, and Burks hit it out. To just settle down. He has great stuff today, and he's gotten hit by 2 home runs here. There aren't home runs anywhere else.
He's given up 2 hits, both home runs. Padres has his say. Mike Kingery, the batter, struck out his first time up. Phillies now lead 4-2. Four-run lead in this ballpark doesn't usually last that long anyway, no matter who has it.
Right, that's why Fregosi was bunting with Tommy Green after they had 4 runs in. He was trying to get another runner in scoring position.
Ball 2 to Kingery. It's like Baylor's on the horn to the bullpen.
Kingery chased a lot of breaking balls his first time up. Tommy Green really made him look bad.
Duncan. That'll retire the side, but 2 runs on the home runs. Nobody left on. After 4 full innings, Phillies 4, Rockies 2.
Category.
Music.
Deep Purple, man. Classic.
Born.
Huh? Yeah, man.
First album.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
yeah, cool.
Paradise by the Dashboard Light.
Ah, Meatloaf.
Wonder what his friends call him. Me?
Mr. Loaf. How about My Sharon?
Beechwood aged Budweiser.
Supertramp.
Crisp, clean, classic.
Frampton comes alive.
Moment of silence, please. Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
Baseball is back. And you can play it anytime, any place. Introducing Doubleheader from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Just scratch off 9 innings, beat the other team's score, and win up to 1,000 instantly. Best of all, you get 2 games for the price of 1. Doubleheader from the Pennsylvania Lottery.
It's back. It's better. It's the 3rd annual Great American Ford Sales Event at your Quality Plus Ford dealer with a great deal on America's #1 truck. Drive an F-150 for just $229 per month, the lowest payment of the year. Now with a driver's side airbag standard. See your Quality Plus Ford dealer and test drive the all-new Windstar and receive 12 movie rentals from Blockbuster Video. See your local newspaper for all details. Hurry, your Quality Plus Ford dealer's Great American Sales Event ends soon.
Pitcher Tommy Green leads it off. He bunted into a double play his first time up. Ball 1 to count. And a strike. Green, Dykstra, and Duncan to bat against Greg Harris. Just outside, our trivia question brought to you by Dodge. Major League Baseball and its 28 clubs celebrating the 125th anniversary of professional baseball. What was the name of the first professional team formed in 1869, Wheels?
Well, there you see that patch that they're wearing on the uniform this year commemorating the 125th anniversary, and that was the Cincinnati Red Stockings.
A full count to Green now. Well, 2-2, not 3-2.
Team from the Queen City, where we're headed this evening.
That is correct. We'll be there this weekend. We're going to televise. There's a base hit for Tommy Green. Well, that's what he wanted to do the first time up, was swing, but he didn't get a swing. He gets a leadoff single.
The Phillies want to do now is score some more runs. You know, they got the 4. You start sitting on a lead in this ballpark and you will really get into trouble. And the Rockies have already come back with a couple of solo homers. Here's Lenny Dykstra. They're going to get a jacket for Tommy Green now. Lenny Dykstra's had some trouble with Harris this afternoon. Last time he struck out in a breaking ball and was upset with himself.
He's 0 for 2. He struck out twice. He's hitting at .333 here in the early going. Green on first, nobody out. Rockies really play him around the pull.
What amazes me is how every third baseman plays him up in the grass, too. And he never bunts.
Never bunts.
There's Charlie Hayes. And Lenny, once in a while, will use that and slap a ball by a third baseman.
Strike one on Dykstra. One and one. Colorado not holding the bag at first, with Green running. Changeup, I believe.
Yeah, he's got a good changeup. Harris, curveball and changeup are his best pitches. He doesn't have the good fastball that he used to have, but he's been fooling Lenny with some off-speed stuff. And there's a straight change and a good one, down and away.
A ball and 2 strikes to count. Outside, 2-2. Green's on first, nobody out. We're in the top of the 5th. Phillies lead it 4-2. Full count. Green will be running. That wind must be blowing our center field cameraman around a little out there.
Tommy Green and Lenny Dykstra taking a look at Boa to see if Fergosi's going to start him here.
No. Might be a double play. What it is. Hasn't been a good game for Dykstra.
Now Lenny coming off a great game last night. Hits that ball right at the second baseman Mejia, that double play ball. Although he almost beat it.
2 outs and nobody on. Mariano Duncan will bat. Duncan is twice grounded out to the shortstop. Ball 1 on Duncan. Phillies have 6 hits, 4 of those in that second inning.
Boy, Harry.
Ball on a strike.
Yeah, they had 5 straight base runners in that second inning with a walk in there also. And other than that, Harris has pitched pretty well.
Pulled it foul. Sun's out here. Nice play, Galarraga. Nice cover by Harris. And that'll retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left. Rockies batting in the 5th. Phillies leading 4-2.
Conventional wisdom has always said that you can't catch your shadow. Not true during the Dodge Catch Your Shadow clearance. With 1,000 cash back, you can catch a hot Dodge Shadow ES with air, automatic, driver's airbag, stereo cassette, and more for under $11,300. So fly in the face of conventional wisdom and catch your shadow. But hurry, because once they're gone for good. See your nearest Dodge dealer today.
You're looking at the fountain of youth. Advanced Formula Mobil 1 synthetic motor oil. In a test, it protected an engine for 200,000 miles. The result? Vital engine parts that looked as young as the day they were born. There was virtually no engine wear. If you're looking for the fountain of youth, you'll find it in a container of motor oil. Mobil 1 synthetic. It keeps your engine running like new.
There's no one else on the field like him. I hear he's a big milk drinker. I can tell. That energy, and that strength, that body. Forget it, girls. He's taken.
Milk, whole, low fat or non-fat. It does a body good.
Today's game is brought to you by the Yellow Pages 9 out of 10 people use. The genuine Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages. Your Quality Plus Ford dealers will invite you to test drive the brand new 1994 Mustang convertible. Mejia will lead it off, followed by the pitcher, Harris, and the leadoff hitter, Walt Weiss. Mejia reached base on an error his first time up. Just missed with that slider. Ball 1 to Mejia. Hitting 300. Right on the nose. Fouled out of play.
Well, he is a young player of the Dodgers system that they got in the expansion draft, and he did not start the season last year as their second baseman. They called him up from the minors, and they seem to be set on him right now and want him to be their regular second baseman.
He likes that high pitch.
Reminds you a little bit of Belliard when you look at him. You know, about the same size. He hits everything the other way. Probably a little better offensive player than Belliard.
Hit. Dykstra. Oh, he drops it. He said he was going to throw it, but I believe they said he didn't catch it.
Well, he has to be taking it out of his glove, and it looked like the ground knocked it out. You know, that's where he hits everything, does Mejia, and they were shaded that way. The ball kept carrying on. Dykstra overran it a little bit, and right there the ground knocks it out of his glove. You see it come flying out.
Yeah, you have to hold on to it, especially when you hit the ground and roll. Like he ran by it just a little bit.
Oh, yeah, he did. He overran the ball.
I guess they're going to give him a base hit. Be a double. Nobody out. Harris probably up there to bunt. Fouls it. Strike 1. He walked his first time up to Greg Harris. Mejia's at second, nobody out. Ball and a strike. 4-2 lead. Rockies are trying to chip into it here. Foul it again. Ball and 2 strikes on Greg Harris. Don Baylor giving the signs to Zimmer, who will give them to the hitter and the runner.
Old Popeye.
His wife Soot is here today.
Keep it alive, Harris.
Goes to all the games.
You can do it, baby.
That's a good bunt. Harris is out at first. A good 2-strike bunt as Mejia moves to third with 1 out. To the leadoff hitter, Walt Weiss. who has grounded out and struck out.
Phillies will play the infield back now with the exception of Hollins at third. There you see Don Zimmer talking to his base runner Mejia about what the infield is and when to break, when not to break.
Missed with a slider. Mejia at third, one down. Rockies trail by 2 runs, 4-2. Fooled on that slider again.
Tommy Green's had some pretty good success with that breaking ball with some left-handed hitters today.
Ball on the strike on Weiss.
To Weiss and Kingery.
We need you today, baby. We need you today.
Two and 1 the count. Wants to make Weiss swing the bat. He doesn't want to walk him with hitters coming up. That'll score the run easily enough. Sacrifice fly for Weiss, and it's a 4-3 Phillies lead. So Girardi will come to bat. He's 0 for 2, which is a kind of a surprise because he was 6 for 7 before the day's game.
Well, he hasn't seen a fastball today. Steady diet of curves and sliders from Tommy Green, and maybe they found something here, a way to get him out.
Ground ball to Stocker, and that'll retire the side, but the Rockies score a run on 1 hit, nobody left on. After 5 full innings, Phillies lead 4-3.
Okay, classic cars. 63 Veg. Split wheel. Right. 68 Camaro Super Sport. GTO, any year. Nice. Gran Torino. Starsky and Hutch. Good car. 65 Mustang Ragdoll. It's obvious. 75 Pacer. Tail fins. Bumper bullets. Bench seats. Drive-ins. Boss 302s. 427 big block LED 8 with an 850 double pump.
Beechwood aged Budweiser. Crisp, clean, classic.
The gutsy, gritty, go for broke Philadelphia Phillies take on the always colorful Tommy Lasorda and the Los Angeles Dodgers Monday, April 18th at 7:35. Then again Tuesday, April 19th at 1:05 in the first of 6 business person specials. Come on, all you dudes and dudesses. Come back for more in '94. Order your tickets in advance now. Call 463-1000. That's 463-1000.
Taking a look at the weather, we've got a high-pressured system.
Sitting right here.
And that is bringing us nothing but beautiful, clear skies and old Mr. Sunshine.
Is it just us, or are weathermen really only guessing?
But hold on.
It's gonna get better.
Clear as a bell.
Not a cloud in the sky.
Soaring.
Try.
That's why we make the Isuzu Trooper. Because life's an adventure. Be prepared.
My prediction, it's gonna rain. Trust me.
Isuzu, practically amazing.
Well, after 5, the starters are doing the job again today. The Phillies have collected 6 hits, 3 so far for the Rockies. Tommy Green's walked 2, struck out 4, and Greg Harris 1 walk and 3 strikeouts. The Rockies hit a couple home runs off Green. Good ball game, 4-3.
Ricky Jordan leads it off. He's 0 for 2. Jordan, Hollins, and Dalton. It's a 1-run game now, 4-3 Phillies. Here in the 6th inning, a strike on Jordan. Jordan hitting at, or in the 5th inning that is, Jordan hitting at 273. Outside.
Rockies have gotten pretty good performances out of their starters so far, as they have Harris going into the 6th inning. It's been the bullpen that the Phillies have tattooed in this series.
1 out in the 6th. As Jordan grounds out, and the batter Dave Hollins. Season tickets are the easiest, most hassle-free way Fun way to see the Phillies in '94. Don't miss the boat this year. Get on board. There are many different types of plans, including the very popular 16-game plan for $192. And of course, you get all the extra benefits and options, including gifts. Strike one on Hollins. Call 463-5000 for Phillies season ticket information. Hollins has walked and singled and scored a run. 1-1 to count. He's hitting 300 right on the nose. Rockies had 2 leads in this series. They lost both games. As you're trying to hang on to a lead. 2-1 to count. Here's a bullet. Base hit to right field. Hollins gets his second hit of the game. He's been on all 3 times. And Dalton will bat. Dutch has doubled, scored a run, and popped out.
Harris has really been throwing him a lot of junk, a lot of change-ups and curveballs. Now Darren has that hole to shoot for on the right side with Dave Hollins at first base. And when you get the ball to the right side with Dave Hollins on first, he's at third. He's really good at that, especially where Bichette plays.
Outside, ball 1.
That's what Harris keeps doing to Dalton, is trying to pitch him away.
Missed again. Away, away.
Now, and in this ballpark, Dalton obviously can hit it out easily to the left, but Harris, figuring Dalton's more of a pull hitter, wants to stay away from his strength in this spot, especially with that big hole on the right side to prevent a first and third.
Dalton's double was on a pitch that was outside.
Yeah, and he hooked
out
it
there. Yeah.
Kind of hit off the end of the bat a little bit. Last time up, he threw him a 3-2 curveball that he popped up.
Hollins at first, 1 out. There's a good pitch. It got the outside corner, or at least close to it. 2-1 to count.
Rockies are getting Munoz, the left-hander, up. There he is. Saw him on Monday. Saw them all on Monday.
Left field. Look out. Home run over the fence. A 2-run homer on that curveball.
See, sooner or later he was going to get one out there and look for it out there. But that's just, that's one of those little pop-up homers, and you say thank you very much. Dalton knows that he didn't hit it very well, but it's 2 runs. But he kept staying away from him, and Dalton finally took one and hit it to that short porch.
I think he got it off the end of the bat even.
Oh, yeah. As you said, it's a hook, and it's way outside, and he just lofts it over that little screen right there. And that's a mile-high stadium dinger right there.
He just dumped it over there. It's a 6-3 Phillies lead now. Here's Incaviglia. Pete is 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs and a run scored.
That's got to kill a pitcher, make a good pitch like that and have that happen.
Fouled off. Ball and a strike on Incaviglia. Hitting at 286 is Incaviglia. Still only 1 out. That was Dalton's first home run of the year. His second and third RBIs.
The Phillies have been touched for 6 homers. All their starters have given up 2 home runs in this series, as we look at Dutch there on the bench.
Ooh.
Look out.
Ooh.
Boy, that could hurt somebody in the upper deck as hard as he hit that.
All 2 strike 2 on Incaviglia. That shadow's falling across the home plate area now. That might help the pitchers a little bit. got him on a high pitch for the second out.
I think Cavilla had a hanger to hit that time and just swung through it. See Harris slapped the ball back from the third baseman Charlie Hayes because he knows he got away with one here. Look at that thing. That's just saying hit me. And then Cavilla just pulled off it and missed it.
Here's Eisenreich. Ball one. Eisenreich is 1 for 2 with a triple and a run batted in, run scored. Chased that one. Struck out on that same pitch his last time up. Like a little change up or something. Outside.
Harris used to have an overpowering fastball till he hurt his elbow. And now he relies on spotting his fastball and getting people out with a curveball and changeup.
Just missed. Ball 3 and strike 1 on Jim Eisenreich. Walked him. Eisenreich, a 2-out base runner. It's the third walk given up by Harris. And Kevin Stocker, the batter. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a run batted in. We're in the top of the 6th. 6-3 Phillies lead. Bouncer. Gloved and tagged by Galarraga. That'll retire the side, but 2 runs on 2 hits and 1 man left on base. Rockies batting in the 6th with the Phillies leading 6-3.
I just can't climb into a suit and tie.
Meet Kevin. He didn't get his business philosophy from an MBA program.
I think it's really about not the profit margins I'm trying to make, but about staying connected with my customers.
How else does Kevin connect with his customers? The AT&T Business Advantage, his own 800 number. Now you can keep up with your customers for only $6 a month.
Hey, AT&T works for me.
Let AT&T work for you.
It started with an idea that has now won the prestigious Thomas Edison Patent Award, which annually recognizes major innovations in technology. The award was won by Exxon for a gasoline additive that removes deposits for a cleaner engine, reduces emissions for cleaner air, and improves performance. Next time you fill up, rely on the award-winning gasolines from Exxon.
Darren Dalton and the National League champion Phils head into Riverfront Stadium for a weekend set with the Cincinnati Reds starting Friday on PHL 17. The Fightin' Phils want to get off to a fast start again this year in defense of their National League crown. It's the Phillies and the Reds Friday at 7:30. Then Saturday and Sunday at 2:15 only on PHL 17.
We play the Phillies on 17.
Phillies Reds Friday at 7:30.
Phillies baseball is brought to you by Smooth Bush Beer and easy drinking Bush Light. The Pennsylvania Lottery. Lottery proceeds benefit older Pennsylvanians.
It's really getting windy here, too. They said it was going to get very gusty later this afternoon. There you see the flags pointing straight out towards left. Well, you talk about having to keep the ball down. These pitchers are really under a lot of pressure now with that wind blowing the way it is in this kind of ballpark.
Bichette, the batter, has walked and flied out to deep center. Fouled out of play for a strike. Bichette, Galarraga, and Hayes to face Tommy Green. This is Haley Hall's birthday. No, it's not today, but it was this week.
How old is she?
2.
One of your grandchildren?
The only one. The only girl.
Yep.
He's a doll. Ball on a strike on Bichette. He's hitting .333 with a couple of homers. That doesn't need any help. Home run, Bichette. It's a 6-4 ball game. I guess the only thing Green can be thankful for that he doesn't have any base runners on in front of these home runs.
Yeah, this was a long way from over in this ballpark. That Dante Bichette is strong. He's hit 3 of them in this series. 1 to right, 1 to almost center then, and 1 to dead left.
Tommy made a bad pitch, and it cost him. And that's kind of a hanging slider, I believe.
Now they're going to get the bullpen up for the first time for the Phillies. Looks like Slocum's going to start throwing. Here's Tommy Green's pitch, and it is a breaking ball out over the plate, and he just nails it.
And that was deep in the... It was Galarraga who's homered in 2 times at bat. Ball 1. Hitting .417. He has a couple homers here in this series.
They've hit 7 of them.
And ball 2.
Schilling gave up 2, Jackson gave up 2, and now Green's given up 3. At Riverfront Stadium will look like a big ballpark after this.
Ball 3.
And now Tommy Green's starting to aim the ball. There's Slocum warming up. This place, when the wind's blowing the way it is and the way the ball's jumping, will get a pitcher really jumpy.
Blowing hard, straight towards the left. He walked him. He didn't want to do that.
Start trying to make perfect pitches, and that's how you really get in trouble.
Green doesn't walk many. He's walked 3 here.
Here comes Jim Fregosi heading towards the home plate umpire. That usually means a double switch. Or else something's wrong with Tommy Green. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Yep. Yeah, we went to Hallion first because there's a possible injury problem here. Hey, you know, he's been looking at his fingers. Maybe he has some blisters. Yep, they're going to take him out.
This isn't your regular pitching change. It would indicate that Slocum would get all the time he needs to warm up.
Yeah, Tommy Green, the way that he was looking at his hand, there must be something wrong with his hand.
Heathcliff Slocum. Pitching change for the Phillies. They lead 6-4. We'll be back in a moment.
Our pride is showing at Independence Blue Cross. The Pennsylvania Council has named us their Company of the Year for 1993.
I chose the Blues because they offer our employees a wide range of flexible and affordable health plans.
Today, over 2 million people lean on the Blues. It's a proud milestone, and to all our subscribers, we say, thank you! To find out how you can lean on award-winning health coverage, ask your benefits manager. Independence Blue Cross, Pennsylvania Blue Shield. For 56 years, the health plan you can lean on.
The Phillies try to make the Reds run off a white surrender flag Friday, April 15th at 7:35. And again Saturday at 7:05 when fans 14 and under receive a free photo ball baseball featuring different National League champion Phillies players. And Sunday, April 17th at 1:35 when kids 14 and under receive a free keychain with a replica of the Phillies National League championship ring. Reserve your tickets in advance. Call 463-1000 now.
Phillies lead here 6-4. Phillies travel a range through U.S. Air, offering daily nonstop service between Philadelphia and Mexico City. Non-stop to Mexico City. U.S. Air begins with you. Heathcliff Slocum has a win. No losses. He won the first game here in relief. And he'll face Charlie Hayes. Tommy Green is responsible for the runner on. He allowed 4 runs.
Gave up 4 hits, and 3 of them were homers. 3 of them were solo home runs. There is Tommy Green on the bench beside Phil's trainer, Jeff Cooper. And he obviously left the game on account of an injury, and as soon as we find out, we'll pass it along.
Slocum will face Charlie Hayes, who's 0 for 2. Colorado's at first, nobody out. It's kind of a shaky 6-4 lead here in the bottom of the 6th. keep hitting home runs.
That's what this team is going to do. Colorado Rockies, I mean, they will live and die on the home run all year. They're not going to be a team that's going to hit, run, or bunt, steal bases much. They're just going to wail away in this ballpark.
Slocum can throw hard. Fouled off. Strike one on Charlie Hayes. Rockies only have 4 hits, 3 home runs and a double. Duncan bobbles. Everybody's safe. Whoa. That'll be an error. Could have had the runner at first.
Yeah, and Duncan almost looked as if he was trying to get in position to get the runner at second, to get the lead man, and he doesn't get anybody.
Ellis Burks, who's 1 for 2 with a home run today. Runners first and second, nobody out. Second Phillies error in the ball game. Good fastball by Slocum. Strike one on Burks. Burks is hitting .444. And he has a couple home runs in this series. Good pitch. 2 strikes on Burks. Slocum is pretty good at getting ahead of the hitters. Sometimes has a little trouble putting them away.
He just jumped out here, fastball slider.
Keep it going, Bert. Keep it going, Bert.
Infield would like a double play ball. Ball really tailed inside. Ball and 2 strikes on Burks. A little bit low.
Try to get him to chase a breaking ball there. This is what your point was, that he does get ahead of a lot of hitters. And he's ahead of, there's Kingery waiting on deck, a left-handed batter. He was ahead of Burks, 0-2, and now Burks is even.
Fouled off.
That ball almost hit Harry.
That might have helped him.
I know he did some ducking over there.
Two and 2 the count. Whoa. Base hit. The 6-5 ball game. Still nobody out. Give Ellis Burks some credit there. He hung in there and lined that base hit. Charlie Hayes stayed at second.
Yeah, 2-2. Another breaking ball. Not a bad pitch. Down and away from him. Incaviglia blocks it here and keeps the runner at second there.
Mike Kingery, the batter. It's a 1-run lead. 6-5, runners first and second, nobody out.
The sun is starting to get cold here.
Cooling down.
You can do it, Mike.
Heathcliff Slocum for Tommy Green, trying to get somebody out. Ball one to Kingery, who was up there bunting, it appeared.
That's surprising. With an 8-hole hitter coming up, of course, that means they'll hit for the pitcher with Vanderwall in this situation. But you don't usually bunt in a situation like that with a left-handed hitter against a right-handed pitcher with the 8-hole hitter sitting there, unless they're going to hit for him with Vanderwall. And they walk him.
Bunted a good one. Slocum boots it. I don't believe this. Bases loaded, nobody out on the second error of the inning. Slo's going to go to third.
Yeah, exactly. Slocum was thinking about third in that situation, trying to do too much. Instead of getting the sure out, he winds up with nobody. So they bunt in that situation to give the Phillies an out, and nothing good comes out of it for him. He's sacrificing an error on Slocum. Here you see him right here. He's thinking about spinning and going to third, and he doesn't come up with a baseball.
Infield will stay back. Bases loaded, nobody out for Mejia, who's 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. Infield back at double play depth. A wild pitch that'll tie the game at 6-6. It's been kind of a ugly inning for the Phillies.
That's real ugly.
All the runners move up. Ball one on Mejia.
They go play ugly games in this place, and that's what this one's turning into. Here you see the replay on it. A slider. Looked like it hit right on front of home plate and ate up Dalton and bounced away.
Ball one on Mejia. Infield still back. To get an out somewhere. Score another run. Oh! Eisenreich drops the ball. I'll tell you, that'll probably be an error also.
Oh, yeah. He'll get an RBI. He'll get a sacrifice fly out of it probably in an error 9, because you can't penalize Mejia for that. But Eisenreich was drifting with that. That ball kept going and going on him, and he just missed it, and the Phillies are having a terrible inning.
It's an 8-6 Colorado lead. Still nobody out. The third error in the inning.
Yeah, they'll call that a sacrifice fly, an RBI, and an error on Eisenreich.
Now the infield will come up on Greg Harris. Hard to believe. 4 errors they've made in this ball game, 3 in this inning. Mejia's at third, nobody out. What was he doing?
I don't know.
Why would he do that?
As you say, he's a pitcher. Greg Harris was just trying to bunt for a base hit, you know, and he just popped it up.
He stood around there and squared.
Yeah.
He just wasn't trying to drop the bat. Somebody missed the sign, and Baylor wants to talk to Harris now.
He's thinking he saw a suicide squeeze, maybe.
That was a gift of an out.
Really?
When the Phillies couldn't get one, they gave him one. Here's Walt Weiss.
Baylor
0 for 2.
Baylor wants to know what he thinks he saw.
Ball one to Weiss.
All of a sudden, Greg Harris has a 2-run lead.
Well, the Phillies had to come from behind in the first 2 ball games of this series. They're going to have to do it here. Wind is really kicking up with wrappers blowing all over the place. Ball one on Weiss. called. The ball on a strike on Weiss. Infield is up tight. Weiss is the 8th batter here in the inning, 6th inning.
Keep it going, White. Keep it going, baby.
Holding the runner for the second out. And Joe Girardi is the 9th batter to come to bat here. Girardi's 0 for 3. He's hitting only .600.
Yeah,
after that 0 for 3.
He dropped a couple hundred points today.
Bring him home, Joe. Bring him home, Joe. You can do it, baby.
Phillies have Bobby Munoz up in their bullpen.
Strike one on Girardi. The Rockies have scored 5 runs in this inning on 2 hits.
Yeah, 3 errors. There's Munoz. It's been a really strange inning. A lot of bad plays by the Phillies.
You can do it, baby. You can do it, Joe.
Slocum gets it again, and that will finally retire the side. But 5 runs on 2 hits, 3 errors, and 1 man left on base. After 6 innings, Harry Kalas will join Wheels in the 7th. It's 8-6 Rockies.
On April 22nd, somewhere in the desert, nuclear arms are going to be tested. Budweiser presents Evander Holyfield, heavyweight champion versus Michael Moorer, the #1 contender. Live from Caesar's Palace, only on pay-per-view. Call your local cable operator to order. Find a television and take shelter.
Ever since I was a little girl, I knew I wanted to fly, and when I got the opportunity to fly jets, I just had to go for it. I wanted to buy a fun car that kind of gave everyone else on the road an impression of my personality. And therefore, I was looking for something fun and sporty and sleek and looked like it could possibly take off if given the proper runway.
Oh, man. Look what you did. What I did? Just who do you think you are, man? Who do you think I am?
Easy, fellas. What would he do?
Oh, the Yellow Pages?
Just any Yellow Pages?
The genuine Yellow Pages.
9 out of 10 use it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
The genuine Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages.
Want a keychain and a replica of the Phillies National League Championship ring? If you're 14 and under, you can get one free thanks to Subway. When the Phillies ring-a-ding the Reds, Sunday, April 17th at 1:35. Free keychain and ring. Call 463-1000.
Well, after 6 innings of play, it's the Rockies 8 and the Phillies 6. Tonight at 9, a married couple take their problem shopping. Bette Midler and Woody Allen star in Scenes from a Mall, only on Philadelphia's movie station, PHL 17. Tony Longmire will come out and bat for Heathcliff Slocum, and back for play-by-play is Harry Kalas.
All right, thanks, Wheels. Long has been a bat once without a hit so far this year, coming off a tremendous spring training. Part of the fence being blown down by the strong winds, which are swirling here at Mile High Stadium, and I mean, they are strong.
Yeah, well, you can see them. They started to pick up about an inning ago, and obviously the wind influenced that ball that Eisenreich missed. He thought he had it all the way, and it just kept going away from him, and he just missed it.
Unlike Eisenreich, who was a sure-handed outfielder, but a disastrous inning for the Phillies in which 5 runs scored on just 2 hits, and there were 3 errors in the inning. kind of hurt themselves with their leather in the first 2 games of this series, and the Phillies certainly have hurt themselves with glove work today. 4 errors in the ball game for the Phils. Bobby Munoz up in the Phillies bullpen. He'll be the new pitcher in the bottom half of this inning. One strike to Tony Longmire.
A lot of runs scored early in this one. In the first 2 games in the series, a lot of runs were scored late in the ball game.
1-1. Don Baylor leaving G.W. Harris in to hit for himself. I think he's really leery of going to his pen.
Wonder why. 14 innings out of
it. There as long as he can.
14 runs out of that pen in the first 2 games.
2 balls and a strike to Tony Longmire.
He's got somebody up now. Looks like Reed.
Hard ground ball right through the legs of Galarraga. That'll be an error on Galarraga, and hustling to second base is Longmire. First Rocky error of the afternoon. The batter will be Lenny Dykstra.
Galarraga seems to be having trouble bending over. He just is not getting down on balls the way we used to see him before he hurt his leg. And that ball right under his glove, and as Harry said, good hustle by Longmire. The ball got out in that slow grass, and of course, as deep as Bichette is, Longmire got to second base easily.
So he's at second base, and the batter Lenny Dykstra. Tough day for the dude today. He struck out twice and grounded into a double play. Curveball for a called strike. Dykstra has not seen eye to eye with plate umpire Tom Hallion today.
No, right from the start.
Now Joe Girardi calls time to talk to Greg Harris.
They have the left-hander Munoz up again too now, so they have the right-hander Reed, left-hander Munoz up in the pen. There they are. Phillies have their Munoz up in the bullpen. There's Bobby. He'll be coming into the game.
Suppose Baylor would use that Darren Holmes today.
Well, that managers normally do that.
There's a drive into left center field, falling fast, drops in front of Kingery. Longmire, not good base running, will have to stay at second base. It'll be a base hit for Dykstra, but Longmire, once that ball hit the ground, should have been on his way to third.
Yeah, as good a base running play as Tony made on the ball hit through Galarraga's legs, that he made a very bad base running play there. Kingery started sliding way before the ball got there, and then he knocks it down, and Longmire should have been able to walk to third on that play.
Well, the Philly runners are at first and second with nobody out for Mariano Duncan, who is hitless today. Don Baylor's relief pitchers are ready, and he is going to come out. So he is going to go to the bullpen evidently here in the 7th inning. Fans are screaming, no, no.
They are. You can hear them yelling, no, no.
Poor Don Baylor's between a rock and a hard place. This is the first start for G.W. Harris all year. Look at
this guy.
Well, I mean, it's his first start. He's thrown an awful lot of pitches. You can't just, wear him out in his first outing of 1994. I'm sure Baylor is reluctant to do this, but he's got to.
These people this time last year had no clue. Now they're all managers.
This will be the side-wheeling right-hander Steve Reed. Pitching change for the Rockies. It's 8-6 Colorado. Back after these messages.
Loan rates like ours come along even less often. Mellon PSFS. You're why we do our very best.
You can't use a mobile phone to tell your boss you're running late.
You said 2:45, right?
To tell your client you're stuck in traffic.
But, you know, where is he?
Or tell your wife your car's broken down.
Temperature dropping rapidly towards this evening. The showers...
Unless
Hello?
the call goes through. A mobile phone is only as good as the system it's on. Choose Bell Atlantic Mobile.
Well, they're still working on the fence out in center field. The high winds are wreaking havoc with the fences out here at Mile High Stadium. Steve Reed is the new pitcher, a 28-year-old side-wheeling right-hander. Last year, he won 9, lost 5, saved 3, a 4.48 ERA in 64 games. He has retired the only batter he's faced this year. 4th pick in the 3rd round of the expansion draft from the San Francisco Giants. Phillies have 2 men on base, nobody out here in the 7th. A lot of weird things have happened in this game, and with 3 innings remaining, there might still be some more weird plays with the conditions here, with the high winds now.
This is a ballpark we don't expect 1-0 games.
No.
They're going to have weird games here all year, just like they did last year. Maybe it'll be a little different when they get in the new park. They're trying to get the ground crew off the field. They were out there working on the screen out there. Now they're going to get them off.
2 men on base and nobody out for the Phils. 1 ball and no strikes to Mariano Duncan. Well hit, watch that baby, way out of here. Home run, Mariano Duncan. And the Phillies have regained the lead 9-8 here in the 7th inning. Did he crush that ball?
Let's find that fan. He's got to be real happy.
I mean, Don Baylor comes in, this guy throws, bullpen throws 2 pitches and they're behind.
Yep. There he is. There's that guy right there. He's like, I can't. He's numb. He is. What am I going to say? I said it all. It looked like they're the other guy. Yeah, he just waved him off. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. That looked like it was a little bit down and into Duncan. He did kill him.
So the Phillies are back on top by a score of 9-8. Duncan's 2nd home run of the early going. And did I see that?
What's going on? Well, Baylor brought in the one guy who'd gotten somebody out of the bullpen. You know, he figured, well, let me try this one. Just hasn't worked out for the manager yet. Their bullpen was like this at the beginning of last year, though, and they got it straightened out.
Jordan hits it to deep center field, and this ball is off the fence, and it caroms away from Burks. Jordan heading for 3rd base. He'll reach easily with a stand-up triple. I told you there are more weird things that are going to happen in this game, and it isn't over.
This place is nuts. You know, everybody.
Larry Bow is arguing that should have been a home run with 3rd base umpire. It's not really his call. 3rd base umpire Dana DeMute.
Yeah, we couldn't tell. It looked like it hit on the screen, the corner of the screen out there, the batting eye, and then took that crazy carom back. And that thing's in play if it hits out there.
The call would be the 2nd base umpire Paul Runge. The crew chief Jim Fregosi is out talking to him. Meanwhile, Steve Reed is trying to gather himself after coming in and giving up a homer and a triple.
Now Fregosi wants Runge to tell him what he saw. Triple.
That's what it's going to be, and the batter will be Dave Hollins. Hollins has walked and twice singled. Here's the pitch to Mariano Duncan. Even though Reed comes from the side, Dunk didn't give an inch.
And look how it ran back down and in, too. It was a sinker that went right into his wheelhouse, right where he wanted it.
Rockies bring the infield in. strike to Dave Hollins. Had that infield in, it seems, all afternoon. Even in the second inning, they brought the infield in.
Yeah, with in Cavilla.
1 ball and 1 strike. Two and 1. Marcus Moore has joined Munoz in the Rocky bullpen. Oh, he got fooled on that off-speed pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Pretty good changeup. You see a straight change from Reed, and the ball kind of dies on Dave Hollins.
2-2 to Hollins. Jordan at third base. Nobody out. 3 runs in. Bulls have taken a 9-8 lead here in the 7th. That's well hit. Should get the run home. Caught by Bichette. Here comes Ricky Jordan. And he will score easily. And the Phillies now lead it 10-8 on a sacrifice fly by Dave Hollins. They'll bring on Darren Dalton. Dutch has had a good ball game. A double and a 2-run homer in 3 at-bats. Also has thrown a runner out at second base. Change up for a strike.
Weird game.
And it's far from over.
Oh, yeah.
1 ball and 1 strike. That's low. 2-1. And a strike to Dalton.
That's what Harris kept doing to Dalton too. Stayed away from him. Last time up, as Baylor looks on here, Darren took a curveball and just went out and hit it over that screen in left center.
That's too far away, and he walked him, so Dalton's aboard with 1 out. And the batter will be Pete Incaviglia. Incaviglia has singled to drive it a pair, skied out to left, and struck out. One strike to Incaviglia. Two strikes to Incaviglia.
What Reed tries to do is get the right-handed hitter to pull off with all that motion that he has. But he's one of those guys, if he leaves that breaking ball over the plate and the hitter will stay in there, it can really hit him. Or if he runs that sinker in the way that he did to Duncan.
Outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
He's not an intimidating pitcher. You know, some pitchers that drop down like that are going to be intimidating to right-handed hitters. He really isn't, because he doesn't throw real hard.
Beats a foul, backing out of play. Still 1-2. Phillies do at Mile High Stadium. Flat out score runs.
They only averaged 10.
Only lost 1 game here last year. He really got jammed when he's caught by Mejia. Incaviglia out on a weak pop to second base. 2 down. It'll bring up Jim Eisenreich. Eisenreich has tripled to knock in a run, struck out, and walked.
Don Baylor's just going to stay in that dugout, even though he has a left-hander up right now. He's going to let the right-hander pitch to Eisenreich.
Well, Munoz hasn't enjoyed great success in this series either. His left-hander.
Well, it's not like he has a hot hand to go to.
No. Change up for a strike. 1-1.
The Phillies still have to get 9 more outs in this thing.
That is correct. Two balls and 1 strike. Cued up the middle. That'll be a base hit to center field. Dalton on his way to third, and the Phillies have runners at first and third with 2 outs for Kevin Stocker. So the Phillies have batted around here in the 7th inning.
Harry says cued. It is right off the end of the bat by Eisenreich. Just kind of squirts it up the middle, and then it dies on the grass. And the center fielder Burks was playing real deep. Ball stops by the time he gets there, and Dalton with good base running easily gets to third.
And it brings up Kevin Stocker. If Stocker could somehow reach pinch hitter Tony Longmire, who started this inning by living on an error, would bat again. On base, all right. Base hit to right field. Dalton scores. Eisenreich to third. Phillies now lead 11-8. And Tony Longmire will get it to bat again, pinch hitting twice in the same inning.
Fregosi does not look like a man who has a 3-run lead. And he knows what a struggle this one is, and will still be before it's over. Here comes Baylor, and he'll go to the left-hander now.
We'll go to Munoz now. So this will be it for Reed, who certainly did not get the job done, giving up a homer, triple, sac fly, walk, pop-up, single. Pitching change for the Rockies. We're in the 7th. Phil's lead 11-8. Back after these messages.
It's back. It's better. It's the 3rd annual Great American Ford Sales Event at your Quality Plus Ford dealer with a great deal on America's #1 truck. Drive an F-150 for just $229 per month, the lowest payment of the year. Now with a driver's side airbag standard. See your Quality Plus Ford dealer and test drive the all-new Windstar and receive 12 movie rentals from Blockbuster Video. See your local newspaper for all details. Hurry, your Quality Plus Ford dealer's Great American Sales Event ends soon.
Bill Snodgrass is out there, yet his dog sled tours are off and running.
Hi, this is Bill from Washakie Outfitting.
He relies on AT&T to connect with his customers. The most reliable long-distance service is his AT&T Business Advantage. You see, where Bill does business, dependable long-distance service is a matter of survival.
AT&T works for me.
Let AT&T work for you.
Mike Munoz, the left-hander, is the new pitcher. He has appeared in 1 game and a third of an inning, charged with 3 runs, 1 of them earned. No strikeouts and 2 walks. He's a 28-year-old. And he'll be facing Tony Longmire. The Phillies have batted around. Longmire will be batting for the 2nd time in this inning. Philly runners are at first and third, with 5 runs across in the inning. Longmire was safe on a two-base error on Andres Galarraga to lead off this inning. Phil's leading 11-8. About hit the Rockies today, 13-5. One strike to Longmire. Two strikes to Tony Longmire. Girardi. A few signs to Mike Munoz. Down and in. 1-2. Cubs and the White Sox are playing an exhibition game at Wrigley Field in Chicago today, and Michael Jordan has an RBI single in that game. For the Pale O's.
It's nice that he got got a hit in a major league ballpark. You wouldn't expect that he would get that many more chances for that to happen.
I thought he was already with Birmingham. I guess they just brought him in to play that game, huh?
Showtime today, Harry.
Yeah. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Loops the foul out of play. Still 2-2 to Tony Longmire. First and third, 2 down. Pickoff move to first base. Ground ball. Galarraga, nice grab. Throws to second in time for the force. Good play that time by Galarraga. They get the force at second base to retire the side. Phillies put 5 on the board. 5 hits, 1 error, and 2 men left. Stretch time a mile high. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Phillies lead the Rockies 11-8.
On the next Cobra,
She's easily the 2nd greatest cat burglar on Earth.
a series of jewel heists put scandal between a rock and a hard place.
He kidnapped my father to get me to steal fakes?
It's his idea of insurance fraud.
Now he's developing a soft spot for the master thief.
You're an expensive date. It's our first one, and I'm already getting you diamonds.
Cobra, Sunday at 6 on PHL 17.
It's back. It's better. It's the 3rd annual Great American Ford Sales Event at your Quality Plus Ford dealer with a great deal on America's #1 truck. Buy an F-150 for just $229 per month, the lowest payment of the year. Now with a driver's side airbag standard. See your Quality Plus Ford dealer and test drive the all-new Windstar and receive 12 movie rentals from Blockbuster Video. See your local newspaper for all details. Hurry, your Quality Plus Ford dealer's Great American Sales Event ends soon.
On Renegade, when a small-town girl turns up dead, clues lead Reno to the head of the nightclub underworld.
All my customers are first class, and they deserve first class in return.
Now, Reno's caught between a father's revenge.
The people that hurt my little girl are gonna pay.
And a son's desire for justice.
He killed Shannon.
Slip! You pull that trigger, you go into prison. On the next Renegade.
Sunday at 7 on PHL 17.
Hi, I'm Dick Vermeil with a Blue Cross Blue Shield health tip. What is the #1 killer of Americans ages 1 to 44? Cancer, heart disease, traffic crashes. If you guess traffic crashes, you're right. Arrive alive, buckle up, and never drink and drive.
Bottom half of the 7th inning, and Bobby Munoz takes over on the mound for the Phils. He suffered through a tough opening day on Monday. Could not throw strikes. 1-0 to Dante Bichette. In the 3rd of an inning, he gave up 1 hit, 2 runs, no strikeouts, and 3 walks. Just missed 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 the count to Dante Bichette, whose walk fly to deep center and hit a home run. Got that one over. 2-1.
It's a big inning for the Phillies because these 3 bombers are coming up here. Bichette, Galarraga, and Hayes, and Munoz, a right-handed pitcher. They want him to try and get through this inning for them.
3 balls and a strike. And Munoz, who had good control during the spring, he only walked 2 batters all spring. Walked 3 in his first outing, and he's behind this hitter 3-1. Ball, third base. Hollins has it. Long throw across. In time to get Bichette, 1 down.
Well, here's our Chevrolet game summary. What a game. We're going to summarize this baby, right? Well, how about 3 Phillies errors and a wild pitch? The Rockies had a 5-run 6th inning to take a lead. They've also hit 3 solo homers at the Colorado Ball Club. And Mariano Duncan and Darren Daulton have produced 5 runs today on home runs for the Phillies. Both teams have had a 5-run inning. The Phillies have also had a 4-run inning.
Here's the big cat. He's flied out, hit a home run, and walked. Ground ball, second base. Mariano Duncan has that one. And he throws out Galarraga. 2 down here in the 7th. It'll bring up Charlie Hayes. Charlie's 0 for 3. He's grounded out twice and lived on an error.
Munoz has good stuff, and now he's getting the ball over the plate, and he's gotten a couple hitters out. His ball has great movement to it. And he's, he throws hard. He has a hard slider to go along with his fastball.
He was pitching in the snow on Monday, opening day here at Mile High Stadium, and claimed it's the first time he'd ever seen snow, let alone pitched in it. Always lived in warm weather climates. 1 ball and no strikes.
He can make you pull off now. A right-handed hitter.
1 ball and 1 strike.
Big man, 6'7".
Popped him up. It's going to be a 1-2-3 inning for Bobby Munoz as Mariano Duncan squeezes it. No runs, hits, errors, none left. We go to the 8th inning. Phil's lead 11-8.
There it is.
The bus. Whoa! The new feel of basketball, running, and cross-training shoes. No matter where you look, they're only at Foot Locker.
Yes, got it.
Hey, not the billboard. Awesome. The new feel of running, cross-training, and basketball shoes. No matter where you see them, you'll only get them at Foot Locker.
Hope the pet store's hiring.
It has a computer-controlled safety system, but it isn't an F-15 fighter. It has gold-plated connectors for longer life, but it isn't a deep space probe. It cost hundreds of millions of dollars to develop its technology, but it can be yours starting at around $13,000. It's the 1994 Toyota Corolla with dual airbag standard. You can't buy a more impressive car for less.
Today's Phillies game on PHL 17 is brought to you in part by the Bell Atlantic Mobile. A mobile phone is only as good as the system it's on. Choose Bell Atlantic Mobile. And by your Philadelphia Mazda dealers. Lenny Dykstra leads it off for the Phils here in the 8th inning. Dykstra's 1 out of 4, has twice struck out, grounded into a double play, and singled. He has scored a run.
They have some what you would call changeable weather here at the front range of these Rockies.
Really?
I mean, it was nice here at game time, warm, and now all of a sudden it's really cold and windy again.
Dykstra facing the left-hander Munoz, who came in the 7th inning. Dykstra and Tom Hallion not seen eye to eye at all.
And he says, that's on the corner?
Lenny got rung up by 3 straight pitches his first time up. All called. Oh, well.
This ball's way outside.
Yeah.
Dykstra has a very, very good idea of the strike zone.
Yes,
when he gets a pitch call like that, he knows it was a ball.
1 ball and 1 strike. Two and 1. Marcus Moore, the big right-hander, is up in Rockies bullpen. Ground ball shortstop. Weiss throws Dykstra out. That's 1 down. That'll bring up Mariano Duncan.
Comes down Baylor.
It's going to go to the right-hander. Marcus Moore has enjoyed the best success. He's the youngster out of the bullpen, but he's enjoyed the best success of any of them out of the pen. He's pitched 2/3 of an inning of shutout ball. So he will be coming on.
See, now the fans are upset because Munoz has come in and gotten 2 guys out.
And he's going with a right-hander against the right-hand hitters coming up. Marcus Moore, the big right-hander, 6'5", 204 pounds, 23 years old. Last year, he pitched at Central Valley, Colorado Springs, and for the Rockies. 27 games with the Rockies. He was 3-1, 6.84 ERA.
This is a guy they think has closer potential someday. Yep. He's probably a 90-plus fastball, hard slider, and an intimidating type of pitcher, and they're very, very high on him.
Here, the first warm-up pitch all the way back to the backstop.
He's intimidating. Oh, there's our fan. He liked that one. That guy probably calls a lot of talk shows.
Moore does rush it up there. On opening day, he pitched 2/3 of an inning of shutout ball.
Used to be in the Toronto Blue Jays organization, and we saw him a little bit last year, and he's very impressive. Throws a fork ball also.
And Mariano Duncan will be the first one to face Moore. Dunk has hit a 3-run home run in 4 at-bats. And Homer put the Phillies in front in the 7th inning. Phillies lead 11-8. Fastball.
Now this guy, they're going to like him around here before his career's over.
Yep. His closer stuff, although he can be wild. Ground ball on the right side, base hit, right field. Well, Duncan singles for his 2nd hit of the game. Moreno will bring up Ricky Jordan. He has tripled in 4 at-bats. th Philly hit of the afternoon.
Phillies could put up some pretty awesome numbers if they played here all the time.
I'm telling you. Jordan lines it foul into the Rocky bullpen. One strike to Ricky Jordan. Televising tomorrow night from Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati. Ben Rivera getting his first start of the '94 regular season against Jose Rijo.
Jim Fregosi was leaning towards giving Mariano Duncan a start, or a Mickey Morandini a start tomorrow night. There you see Big Ben against Rijo. He wants to get everybody into a game as soon as possible, and Morandini has not played yet.
Morandini had a real good spring too, but it's hard to take the Dunk Man's bat out of the lineup the way he's swinging the bat.
Yeah, Pratt hasn't gotten into a game yet, and neither has Batiste. Fregosi says it's easier for him to get his outfielders into a game than his infielders, obviously. There's Kim Batiste, Tom Marsh beside him.
Line drive hit to left field, going all the way back to the fence. Duncan will end up at third. Jordan will roll into second with a double. And the Phillies have runners at second and third.
Ricky's doing a great job in this series. Everybody knows how important John Kruk is to this baseball team and will be as the season goes along. But Ricky Jordan is a very, very good player. There's a running fastball right in his wheelhouse, and he hit it hard.
Every time Don Baylor brings in a pitcher,
that's right.
Something happens. He brings in that side wheeling right. Steve Reed, homer triple. Brings this hard thrower in, single double.
See, that fan was right. Munoz had gotten 2 people out.
Infield in again for Colorado as Hollins takes the ball. Hollins is 2 for 2 officially, a walk, 2 singles, and a sac fly.
Baylor's not on a roll right now with his bullpen. I mean, he's making the moves that percentage-wise are right, but the players aren't doing it for him.
2 balls and no strikes to Hollins.
There he is. He's a little beleaguered at this point.
Has he? One of his coaches there with him. Way outside, 3-0. Darren Dalton waits on deck. Three balls and no strikes to Hollins. Takes a strike, 3-1.
I'd like to see Hollins get it done here, because if he doesn't, they'll walk Dalton.
Smashes one foul left field. Philly runners second and third with 1 out here in the 8th. Full count to Hollins. Ground ball back through the middle, base hit center field. 2 runs will score. Hollins trying for second. Head first, slide safe there. And the Phillies now lead at 13-8.
Drawn in infield, and Dave Hollins squirts it right through, and then when the ball dies on the grass, he's not going to think about stopping it first. He'll stretch it for single into a double as Duncan and Ricky Jordan score, and the Phillies tack on a couple more. Dave Hollins had a big day so far.
3 for 3 with 3 runs batted in, 2 runs scored. Phillies now lead at 13-8, and the batter will be Darren Dalton. Dutch has had a good day. Double, pop-up, 2-run homer, and a walk. He's knocked in 2 and scored 3. 1 ball and no strikes. Dirt, a good catch by Girardi. Another guy that's had a tough day is Joe Girardi.
Yeah.
Trying to catch all these errant pitches.
He's going to have a long year. Good player, too, but he could be worn out by June.
2 balls and no strikes to Dalton.
Here's our guy.
Way outside, 3-0. 3 balls and no strikes to Darren Dalton. Swinging 3-0 and fouling it off the facing of the upper deck and back into the lower seats. 3-1. Dalton thought it was ball 4, but it's a full count as Bruce Ruffin starts throwing in the Rocky bullpen. At it, and he struck him out. So Dalton goes down swinging. He'll be out number 2 in the inning. Brings up Pete Incaviglia. Incaviglia is 1 for 4, 2-run single back in the 2nd inning.
Phillies have produced 4 runs a day on singles with drawn-in infields. 2 in this inning, and Incaviglia did that in the 2nd inning.
I was really surprised they had the infield in the 2nd inning. 2nd and 3rd, no outs.
In this place,
nothing game.
Yeah, it's not like you look for a pitcher's duel or you're trying to cut off an early run in this stadium. You know there are going to be a lot of runs scored here, or at least you think most games are going to be that way.
Terry Mulholland pitched the first shutout at this ballpark. Is that still the only one? It might be.
Could be, yeah. That was amazing that weekend because he did that, and then Green pitched that 18-1 game.
Gave up a home run to Galarraga is all he allowed.
So in 2 games, the Phillies only gave up 1 run.
In this park, that's unbelievable. High towering pop foul. Charlie Hayes comes over, but he'll run out of room. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Incaviglia. Phillies have scored 2 here in the 8th and lead at 13-8. Back ground ball back through the middle. Mejia, low throw, nice scoop by Galarraga, and Incaviglia's out. That will retire the side. Phil's got 2 in the inning, 3 hits, no errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 13-8. Phillies.
You can't use a mobile phone to say,
okay, we're ready to sign a contract.
You can't use a mobile phone to whisper.
Daddy misses you too, sweetheart.
A mobile phone will not let you send.
Here comes the fax.
And it will not let you hear.
The meeting's been changed.
Unless
Hello?
the call goes through. A mobile phone is only as good as the system it's on. Choose Bell Atlantic Mobile.
Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on.
Lean on number 1, Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield.
Nobody does it like you, the way that you do. Nobody's got the power to please me.
Hoover's exclusive 2-tank system lets you pick up wet in one tank, then switch to a separate tank to pick up dry. So there's no mess emptying, wet or dry.
Nobody does it like you, Hoover. Nobody does it like you.
Good evening, I'm Neil Hartman with a sports break. The Atlanta Braves are now 4-0. It took 3 hours and 36 minutes in San Diego, but Dave Justice in the top of the 11th puts the Braves up 9-8. RBI single to center, scores Mike Kelly. The Braves finally win it by a final count of 10-8. Let's check the American League scoreboard. Final scores, it was Minnesota over California. Terry Mulholland picks up the win for the Yankees, 19 hits for New York. Boston 9-6 over Detroit, and the other game's just underway. Let's head back to Denver. Phillies out in front, 13-8.
All right, thanks, Neil. And we have a new left fielder. It'll be Milt Thompson coming on for Pete Incaviglia as we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ellis Burks leads it off. There's Milt. Burks has struck out, hit a home run and single. Bobby Munoz is in his 2nd inning in relief of Heathcliff Slocum. Just missing with a slider. 2 balls and no strikes to Burks.
Come on, Bert. You can do it, Bert. You can do it, baby.
Hot shot on one hop to Kevin Stocker. He throws out Burks. Kevin Stocker is really a steady shortstop. You just don't see very many bad throws from him. First baseman can just kind of stand there and put his glove out, and the ball's going to be there.
Well, the best shortstop the Phillies ever had was just like that, Larry Bowa. I mean, he was a guy that just always made a good throw.
Here's Mike Kingery.
Stocker's a guy that is not blessed with a strong arm, but it's accurate, and he has a quick release, and that's what he relies on. Bowa had a real strong arm.
2 balls and no strikes to Kingery, who's nothing for 3. There have been 2 shutouts pitched in this ballpark, both by left-hand pitchers. Kind of surprising the way this ball jumps out to left field here. Terry Mulholland was 1. Who would you guess the other one was?
What team?
Well, if I give the team, it's almost a total dead giveaway. You ought to. I mean, he's a top pitcher in the league. Who has the best?
Glavine?
That's Tommy Glavine.
Yep.
Walks Kingery. I'll bring up Roberto Mejia. Mejia's lived on there, doubled, and lived on there.
Mejia's hitting those fly balls into that wind tunnel in right field. 1-8 up Dykstra. He overran it. That one turned into a double, and the other one was the one that Eisenreich misplayed.
Howard Johnson has moved into the on-deck circle to pinch hit for the pitcher Marcus Moore.
You can do it, baby. You can do it, Roberto.
One strike to Mejia. There's Hojo.
You understand Tommy Green was removed due to stiffness in his shoulder. That seems like a long time ago. It looked like he kept looking at his fingers as if something was wrong with his hand. But the report is stiffness in his shoulder.
Good breaking ball, 0-2. I thought he was just taken out because of his reaction after the third home run he gave up when he issued a 4-pitch walk. That's got to be of a concern if he had to leave because of an injury.
Well, when Fergosi went to Hallion, you know, and then walked out, that's when we thought there was some kind of an injury.
Little dribbler, that's trouble. Especially when you fall down on that wet grass.
Hope he's not hurt. Boy, this place is something. He hit him 500 feet or 10 feet. Doesn't matter. Here comes Munoz, who's a really good fielder and a good athlete, has no chance. Slides on that and then sits on the ball.
Here's Howard Johnson. Hojo off to a tough start, sitting this one out today. He is nothing out of 8.
Phillies are getting David West up in their pen.
Johnson has struck out 6 of his 8 at-bats. Man left-handed here against Munoz.
Come on, baby, you can do it. Keep it going, Johnson. Way to watch it.
1 ball and no strikes.
Keep it going, Johnson. Keep it going, baby.
High with it, 2-0. Three balls and no strikes to Howard Johnson.
You can do it, Johnson. You can do it, baby.
Two and 1 to Hojo. Phillies lead 13-8. About hit the Rockies 16-6.
Yeah, it was that one funky inning they got in where the Rockies scored a bunch of runs without too many hits. Of course, they've hit 3 solo homers today, too.
Three and 1. What really hurt the Colorado Rockies bullpen staff in the first 2 games of this series? Putting men on base with walks. You just can't do that in this ballpark. Pop into shallow center. Kevin Stocker being called off by Dykstra, who makes the grab. That's out number 2.
I was waiting to see whether the umpires would go up with the infield fly rule there, and there's no way, because it has to be a ball that they say is going to be routinely caught by an infielder. And the way they blow out here, there's no such thing as that. And Runge kept waiting to see if Stocker were going to turn around and look like he were under control, and that never happened.
Brings on Walt Weiss. He's nothing for 3 officially. Has hit a sacrifice fly to knock in a run. Now the first homestand of Veterans Stadium will bring these Colorado Rockies into the vet along with Cincinnati and Los Angeles. The home opener is sold out, but the Rockies will be in Wednesday and Thursday nights at 7:35. A weekend with Cincinnati Friday at 7:35, Saturday 7:05. Photo balls for all youngsters 14 and under. Sunday the 17th at 1:35. That's hit into left center field, and Milt Thompson is there, makes the grab, and that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. We move to the 9th inning. Phillies lead 13-8.
Loan rates like ours come along even less often. Mellon PSFS, you're why we do our very best.
Bill Snodgrass is out there. Yet his dog sled tours are off and running.
Hi, this is Bill from Washakie Outfitting.
He relies on AT&T to connect with his customers. The most reliable long-distance service is his AT&T Business Advantage. You see, where Bill does business, dependable long-distance service is a matter of survival.
AT&T works for me.
Let AT&T work for you.
It's time to catch spring fever at Napa, the place more people rely on to keep their vehicles running and to help them save. Get easy-to-use no-touch tire care. Buy one for $2.99 and get the second one free. Valvoline oil is just 94 cents a quart. Spring is the perfect time for this handy 8-piece cooler combo, just $18.99. So spring into your nearest Napa Auto Parts store today and catch the fever.
After 8 innings of play, it's the Phillies 13 and Colorado 8. Tomorrow at 6:30, Steve Monkey's around at the zoo, and at 7, barbecue with the Bundys on Married with Children, only on PHL 17. Bruce Ruffin is the new pitcher for the Rockies here in the 9th inning. He's appeared in all 3 games in this series. Ruff is 0-0 with a high ERA. He's pitched 2 innings, given up 2 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 strikeouts, and 4 walks. Jim Eisenreich, the first one to face him. Eisenreich 2 for 3. 1 ball and no strikes to Eisenreich.
One of the biggest keys to any game like this, if the Phillies go on to win it, is if when you have the big inning the Phillies had in the top of the 7th, you need your pitcher to come in the bottom of the 7th and shut down the opposition.
Which is what Munoz did.
Exactly. So right now, Bobby Munoz has played a bigger part in this game as anybody, because this game was still nuts at that point. Phillies have added 2 more runs since then also.
3 balls and a strike to Eisenreich.
So I guess Munoz was right. He can't pitch in the snow. There he is, and he's staying in.
Yeah, he's going to swing the bat. He's scheduled to hit 3rd in this inning.
He likes that, too. He likes to hit, yeah.
Cued to 3rd baseman Charlie Hayes, who throws out Eisenreich. 1 down, and that'll bring up Kevin Stocker. Stock is 2 for 4.
Fregosi, I think Harry feels comfortable using Munoz for 3 because they stretched him out in spring training a little bit. You know, where he was starting, pitching 4 innings, maybe 5 innings. So it's not like as if he's only been a 1-inning guy throughout the spring and you would be overextending him by using him 3 innings here.
One strike to Kevin Stocker.
And he really knows how to use his pitchers.
Yes, he does.
For a guy who was an infielder and an all-star infielder at that, Fregosi has a tremendous feel for pitching.
He does. He really does. Well, as Larry Anderson pointed out after last season, he said, I had a good year because the manager used me in a way that I could have a good year.
Sure.
Same could hold true for David West. Two strikes to Kevin Stocker. Popped him up. Mejia, the second baseman, squeezes it for out number 2. And Munoz will get a chance to swing the bat.
Bobby Munoz is a great amateur basketball player, very good athlete. We'll see how he does up here.
He hits it hard back through the middle, a base hit to center field.
He told me one day, we were talking during spring training, I said, you know, you're coming over for the American League. What do you think about swinging the bat? He says, oh, I can't wait. He says, I like that part of the game.
So he singles in his first official at bat. He got a hit in spring training too, didn't he? A double or something. And we'll bring on Lenny Dykstra. Lenny is 1 for 5 with a single and a run scored. Lenny almost got hit in the head by a pitch from Bruce Ruffin last night.
2-0 pitch. Lenny says Ruffin walks him all the time.
Dude's been frustrated this whole game. It started with his first at bat.
Whoops. That's the kind of pitches he's gotten called on him today.
2 balls and a strike. Fouls it back to the screen. 2-2. Into center field. Burke's backtracking. He's there, makes the catch, and then will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom half of the 9th. Phillies lead 13-8.
In 1993, something special happened between a town and a team. The team fired the passions of a town. The town took the team to its heart, and hundreds of thousands rediscovered the joys of baseball. The most convenient, most hassle-free way to get more in '94 is with full or part season tickets. 11 different plans featuring the popular 16-game plan for just $192. Call 463-5000.
Hey. What the heck does this mean? Very simply, it means for $9.99 down, you can lease a brand new Trooper for only $3.19 a month. And what about this convoluted muck? It means at the end of the lease, you can either buy your Trooper at a great price or walk away. And this, it's an 800 number. Don't tell me you're watching TV without a pencil and paper. Hey, life's an adventure. Be prepared.
Meet Bo and Abe, just 2 average teens from the planet Crouton. An insatiable appetite for fun, females, and food.
My brother and I were arrested for eating 75 gallons of ice cream.
These boys are bound to make you laugh.
You tell them we accept the challenge.
Do you guys take anything seriously?
Food, women. Women with food, naked women without food. Hi, hello, how are you?
They came from outer space. Weeknights at 5, beginning April 18th on PHL 17.
Bottom half of the 9th inning, Phillies lead at 13-8, and Joe Girardi will lead off for Colorado. Girardi, who came into this game 6 for 7, is 0 for 4 today. Takes the strike. No balls and 2 strikes to Girardi. Bobby Munoz working in his 3rd inning in relief of Heathcliff Slocum. He's also collected his first major league hit and his first major league at bat. Into right center. That's a hit for Girardi going all the way back to the fence. He'll get at least 2 on it. He'll hold at second with a double.
Joe Girardi really likes that ball away from, and Munoz throws him a breaking ball that he got up a little bit, and Joe Girardi continues to hit the ball well.
Doug Jones is going to get up in the Phillies bullpen now. Batter will be Dante Bichette. Bichette's walk fly to deep center, homered and grounded out. One ball and no strikes. In the air, Dalton off with a mask. Ricky Jordan coming down, calls off Dalton and makes the catch.
Ricky's really good on those. He's very good on pop-ups like that when the catcher's involved and he runs the catcher off the play, and it's a much easier play for the first baseman coming down the line, and Ricky really takes charge on that play.
Sees it all the way, and the catcher's back there, you know, drifting around. The wind's pushing the ball, and
much easier play. Kruk's good at that too. I mean, John Kruk will come in and run Darren Dalton off those also.
Here's Galarraga. He's 1 for 3. It was a home run. One strike to Galarraga. Phillies hang on and win this game. Heathcliff Slocum would be 2-0. I chided him in the clubhouse the other night after he won his first, saying, you know, the way this club can score runs late, you might go 30-0. New foul out of play, 1-2.
Slocum didn't pitch that badly today. I mean, he hurt himself with a fielding miscue, and there was another one in the outfield that hurt him. But Munoz has really been a big key to this game, and if he were to finish it, he would be eligible for a save for pitching 3 innings.
Good fastball, struck out the big cat.
And it's right where you want to pitch Andres Galarraga with that open stance. You want to buzz him inside if you have good heat. And right there, see, he can't get around on that pitch with that stance of his when you throw it in there that hard.
Brings up Charlie Hayes. Charlie is nothing out of 4. Off to a slow start is Charlie, 1 for 14 this season. And he'll be 1 for 15 if he wild swings like that.
First ball slider, and he's swinging fastball all the way. I mean, Munoz cannot be real comfortable to hit off for a right-handed hitter.
Off the end of the bat, foul.
Another breaking ball.
0-2 to Charlie Hayes. Phils lead it 13-8, 2 outs here in the 9th inning. Good fastball, about the same spot he got Galarraga. Struck him out. That ends the ball game. Phils sweep the series, winning today 13-8. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left. Great job turned in by Bobby Munoz. Jim Fregosi giving him his congratulations and happy for the young man who had to pitch in the snow on opening day and struggled with his control, but he really pitched 3 strong innings today. Bills win 13-8. We'll be back with the totals and a recap in a moment.
I want the truth, not a song and dance. I want better, not more expensive. I want a car I can afford and like. Hey, I just want my money's worth. Okay, actually, I want more than my money's worth.
Baseball is back. And you can play it anytime. any place. Introducing Doubleheader from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Just scratch off 9 innings, beat the other team's score, and win up to 1,000 instantly. Best of all, you get 2 games for the price of 1. Doubleheader from the Pennsylvania Lottery.
Don't you have anything to fit me?
No offense, Mr. Jones, but you are a little on the small side.
I need more choices.
Harry, give me those genuine yellow pages.
Look, choices. Italian, Greek, Chinese. You want more?
Those are restaurants.
That's right. You put some meat on those bones and come back and see us.
9 out of 10 use it.
Mexican, barbecue.
The genuine Bell Atlantic yellow pages.
How about a smorgasbord?
I can't believe there's so much to do. I can't believe the fun goes on the whole year through. The time of your life is just a phone call away. 1-800-VISIT-PA. America. America starts here in Pennsylvania. Good times any time of year. America. America starts
Well, here at Mile High Stadium, the Phillies banged out 17 hits and down the Rockies 13-8 to sweep the series. Darren Dalton, a 2-run homer. Mariano Duncan's 3-run homer put the Phillies in front to stay. For the winning Phils, 13 runs, 17 hits, 4 errors, and 6 left. Rockies had 8 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 6. Heathcliff Slocum, the winner in the bullpen. He's 2-0, and the loss goes to Steve Reed, 0-1. Bobby Munoz, 3 strong innings, gets the save. And Bobby Munoz for bringing some order into this game and getting a hit in his first major league at bat is our Chevrolet player of the game. Congratulations to Bobby Munoz. And Bobby earns the save and a $100 donation from Sunoco for the Byrne Foundation Great Saves program. Since 1982, Sunoco and local Sunoco dealers have contributed over $45,000 to support Philadelphia area burn centers through the Great Saves program. Our next telecast here on the Phillies Television Network tomorrow night from Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati. Ben Rivera against Jose Rijo. We're on the air at 7:30 for the first of a 3-game series with the Reds. Check your local listings for the games carried in your area.